booty in these pants.
4 settings. 4 settings. Is that a lot to ask? Is that a lot to bring up to the ARK Survival Evolved community of people that are looking for a cluster to play on? 4 settings. Well, 6 if you separate the dino weight and the player weight, and but still 4 settings though. 4 settings. Why don't someone create a cluster with just these settings adjusted? Leave everything else official. Leave everything else official settings. And just adjust the breeding, the mature, the player weight, the dino weight, and the dino harvest weight. And just these settings. Leave everything else. Get away from Fibercraft. Get away from EasyCraft. Don't get me wrong. Okay, there are players that love playing that, which is completely fine and totally up to you. But at the end of the day, when you go out and you buy ARK to play, do you get the survival feeling unless you play official? If you come to dedicated, do you even get that feeling? Do you? Think about it for a moment. Let it sink in. I did a video yesterday in my car, and I want to do another video here with you right now. And we're going to talk about why not just do these 4 settings. And I'm not saying unlimited weight. No, I'm saying for players, you put in 1 point, you get like 300 weight or 400 weight or whatever. Just don't go to unlimited. And with dinosaurs, do a little more. Give your farming dinosaurs value, okay? Give them value, straight up. Make the fur armor, make it useful again. Make it useful again. Make it to where you have to go out and if you're going to fly through the code, you have to wear your fur armor. You have to wear it, for real. You don't want to freeze to death while you're flying over the code, so why not just make your fur armor available? Why not make it and put it away? They're coming out with some new stuff on in tech that I'm really excited about with the egg incubation chambers and this thing that you can put your gear on. You can swap between gear outfits. That's awesome, dude. I'm glad they're having that kind of stuff. But breeding, maturity, player weight, player and dino weight, and player and dino harvest. These are the only settings that would be awesome to have. It would. Adjust it. That is it. Think about that for a moment. When was the last time you actually, if you've played ARK for a long time, for a really long time, if you've played ARK for more than 5 years, okay, when is the last time you actually struggled to play ARK? When was the last time that you actually got mad over losing something in ARK? Something other than from another player. Think about that. When was the last time you flew over someone's base or you were flying and you ran out of stamina and you had to stop and regain your stamina? Your dinos got to re-get their stamina back. When was the last time that's happened to you? Dino stamina's been way too boosted lately. It's when I reopen my cluster, it's going to be unlike ARK EST was. It's going to be we're going back. We're going to go back to the beginning. We're going to go back and we are going to honor ARK the way it's supposed to be played. Now I'm not saying official stats. No. I'm going to put it to a point where you can actually have a life, which from my past experiences is very hard to find players that commit time to video games because they want to they have other obligations, which is fine. Gaming is an option. It's a choice for you, and you don't have to do it. It's whatever. But when I look for people to play with, I want people that are going to make it a point to be active. I don't want the standard dude or dudette. Hello, Stacey. Right now it's not up and running. I'm still working on it. I don't want the standard person that's just going to log on for 30 minutes or an hour every day. I want people that's going to put at least 2 to 3 hours in and play, and not just play ARK. Play ARK and talk and communicate and laugh and have and laugh and giggle and enjoy the things that about life. Like, how was your day at work? I'm good. I'm over here. Work was shitty. My boss could suck an ass. And then you turn around and then you're talking about how much you hate work, but you're working as a team to survive in the game and kill people and build and grind and breed and you're enjoying playing online. That's the online life. That's what it's about. And if you go to these boosted servers, which hey, don't get me wrong, if you're a fan of boosted servers, more power to you, man. Hell yeah. But if you go to a server or cluster and you make it a point to talk to these people every day, your friends that you hang out with, and if you all log on and you all feed all the dinosaurs, do what you do, and you get bored, yes, Chris, the futuristic shit is killing the game. I think, in my opinion on that, Chris, is Wildcard Primitive Plus should have been the main part of ARK. I think the only reason Wildcard even put tech into this game is because they didn't have a storyline to base the game on. So, okay, we'll put some spacey type tech shit in there, and that way we can take them to outer space and let them do shit in outer. Come on, man. It's not. It's Primitive Plus should have been the main game, and then the regular game should have eventually came into Primitive Plus, and then tech should have been its own entity. That's what I think should have been done. But what do I know? I'm just a fan. So it's interesting. And I really try to. I want to get back into ARK. I want to play ARK. I want to find people to play with. I also want to admin. I want to be an admin. I want to build again. I want to enjoy ARK, but there's a lot of things going on right now, and I'm slowly building my cluster up, my settings. I'm getting them where I want them, and these settings right here. Like, make ARK hard again. Like, keep it hard. That's the problem with the game today. Is Wildcard Studios it has taken the exact same route as Blizzard Entertainment. And what that route is they're making the game easier for people that don't want to dedicate a lot of time to the gaming industry. And that's what's going on. When the game first launched, and then eventually the ability that came out for us to be able to run an Xbox console off our home network and use that as a server, it's crap. I've never heard of that. Excuse me. I've never heard of that. That's the first time I've ever heard of that. So I was like, hell yeah. So I bought a cheap Xbox One from Craigslist, and I ran my own server for the longest time off my home network. And then eventually Nitrado came out, and then expert mode became an option. And I think that's where ARK went terribly wrong, allowing us to use expert mode. I think that is what really hurt the game more than anything. Nitrado was great, don't get me wrong, but giving us option to expert mode, I felt like it was a lazy way to fix bugs. Like, for example, admin logging doesn't work if you're in normal mode. I feel like it's a lazy way to fix bugs for the game, and it's terrible. Like, and then people figure out ways to do the stack mod, which is awesome, by the way. do the stack mod and do all kinds of other stuff. Easy craft, fiber craft, and now these servers are plaguing this game. That's one of the things that drove me away. Primarily, it wasn't the people. I mean, I'll get, you go on the internet, it doesn't matter where you go, you're going to get hate. It doesn't matter where you go. That's a people's outlet to voice their opinion and hate people. Like, I could walk in the living room right now and mention Trump, and my girlfriend would fucking tell me, fuck you. Okay? I can go to work, mention Trump, my boss would say, fuck you. Okay? But there's always going to be hate. You can't get rid of it. You can't get away from it, whether it's on the internet, whether it's in person. It's always going to be there. And it's taken me a long time to realize that, but it's true. It's how it works. And the servers for that are, I'll log back onto ARK. I kept it updated. And I continue to look and follow to see, if the servers, the dedicated side of things, have gotten better, and it hasn't, and that makes me sad. Because I am in the market for my next big game. I'm looking. I got my eyeballs open. They're peeled. They're peeled open. Look at that. It's all good though. I ain't angry. But just think about it. These just have those 4 settings adjusted. What makes official hard? Think about it. What makes official hard? Well, let's see here. Running out of stamina, your weight, and your harvest. And that's it. And maybe the taming. I should put taming up there too. Yeah, just in taming. Make taming something better. Make taming like 10x. And then go with that. And that's it. And then leave the rest of it official. What's wrong with that? Let's see here. Let's put taming up there real quick. There we go. Let's throw some taming up in there. In taming, make taming 10x. Taming 10x, breeding maturity. I don't remember the numbers for those, but I would make it to where you can breed every other day. As a maturity, I'll make it to where your dinos will mature over a day and a half, I would say. And then the player weight and dino weight, don't make it unlimited. Make the player weight like 300 or 400 per point. And the dino weight, make it between 600 to 1,000 per point. And then the harvest for player, make it like 5. And then for dino, make it like 25 or 20. And the simple, and leave the rest be. Leave the rest be. Don't mess with the drops. Don't mess with the cave drops. I mean, my cluster is gonna have ultimate cave drops. We're gonna have not cave drops, sky drops. We're gonna have it to where it's gonna be well. But here's the thing, Stacy. My cluster, it will be a community funded. I don't pay for servers out of my own pocket. I don't do that. I've never done that. Well, to start them off, I do, of course. But then the money goes, and then all the funding that comes in goes directly to the servers, and the payments, and all that stuff. And I do like a program that allows us to gives incentives. Like, I call them amenities, and you get amenities for being a supporter. For example, let's see here. Like, I teamed up with St. Jude's Hospital, and I'm going to be teaming up with the Wounded Warriors program this time around. And what'll happen is I will go to the St. Jude's website, and I will sign up for a donation drive, and then I will give the link to the community. And what will happen is, if you donate money to them, Like, I won't get the money. It'll go straight to them. And you show me proof that you've done so, and then you'll be able to get, like, a farming dinosaur of choice or something like that from the admins. Nothing that's going to be overpowering. And stuff like that, you know, or resources or something like that. So the work, it's going toward a good cause. And it's interesting. The basics of ARK have been overlooked, yes, and it drives me nuts, Chris. I don't like the Genesis setup. I don't like how there's see what I would like to do. Okay, what's the one thing that every cluster does? What does just about every cluster on ARK today do? Anybody know? It doesn't matter what cluster it is, whether it's Fibercraft, whether it's Instant Tame, Easy Craft, the dedicated. So what is something they all do? They all have seasons. They go for 6 months and then they delete, erase the maps and restart again. And that's crazy. And people, they go into seasons because people can get in these caves and these rabbit holes, and then they build and build and build and build and build and build, and they become impossible to defeat. They're so big and massive that they're impossible to defeat inside this cave. So, I have actually really honestly considered doing 100 times damage on caves if my servers launch. They keep people out of caves. Get the fuck out of caves. Why are you hiding in caves? Get out there and build your base in the open. Defend it the best way you can. Let's see some creative designs for bases. Stop hiding in caves like a fucking pussy and crying and you know, that's one thing that's driving me crazy the most. Because if you take this big, huge, gigantic tribe that's fucking massive, right? And they got a fully defended base. They got guns everywhere in their base, full to the brim, and so they're hittable. You can drain the guns over time. It'll take a while, but you can do it. With the right experienced PvP players, you can do it. It's possible, okay? But with the cave, it becomes tedious. Now, I'm going to tell you all, this is what happened to me when I quit playing ARK normal. This is what happened to me. I want to explain to you all what happened to me. One of the reasons why I left. Okay, I had tribe mates. I had an active tribe. They wasn't active enough for my taste. Keep this in mind. We were on the center map, and you know that cave over the bear cave over on the center map next to the swamp that has 2 entrances. It will be an Xbox console, Xbox servers, Nitrado servers. And there, you hit the rockaways for the back entrance, and you can come out and whatever. Anyways, that cave, I had pretty well defended. My tribe mates were not playing enough. A few of them were, but majority of them wasn't. And I said, if you're not going to play, pack your shit and leave. That was my exact words to them. If you're not going to be active, pack your shit and leave. Well, once we got established on Valguero and got our base set up over there, we ran a boss fight there, and then they left. They packed their shit and they actually left. So it was me and my other tribe mate, Karma. So it was just me and her by ourselves. She had a full-time job. She's a mother. I'm a father. I had a full-time job. So it was hard for us to defend. So a tribe came and started to attack us. I got my buddy to join the tribe to help us out. So we're fighting them off. This was on Elysium. We're fighting them off. We were successful. We fought them off. Repaired everything and went to sleep. That same tribe came back the next morning when we had to work. I had to go to work. Venom, he works a weird shift, and Karma had to go to work. So we were at work. Get off work, and they're halfway in. Okay, so I took everything out of the cave from the front entrance, and I took it and stashed it somewhere else. So when they found, they spent 8 hours trying to get into this cave. When they finally got in, they didn't have anything. There was nothing there. I went ahead and took everything out and stashed it away somewhere else. Okay? They didn't see me coming and going. They didn't see that. So with that being said, get out of caves. Like if it was a base and it was wide open in a field somewhere or on the side of a mountain, they're going to see me leaving, and they're going to follow, and they're going to get their loot. So I'm considering doing 100 times X cave damage on my cluster when I open it up to make it a little bit harder, make people actually try to use their noggins to build a decent base. So, and I just want people to log on, play, have a great time, and whatever. If you got family stuff, then that's cool. But as far as it's insane. It really, really is. I spent 4 years playing this game. Out of those 4 years, 3.5 years was being a server owner. This is on the Trotto, by the way. And then, well, actually, it was 5 years then, because my first year I played normal, and then I went and became a server owner, and then I went to the Trotto, and then it's a lot. I've been playing it for a while. And I've made a lot of enemies. A lot of people don't like me, and that's okay. But I don't know why. It's just an interesting thing. It's good, and it doesn't bother me. It really doesn't, because I work full time. Oh, hold on, let's see what Chris has got to say. I like statements and comments from people. It's PvE. Yep. Yes, PvE. There needs to be for PvE. They should do like world changes. Like, I imagine if Ark had towns. I just turn on Luke. I just turn on no PvE cave building, something like that. So they can't build in the caves regardless. If Ark Survival Evolved had a town, like of NPCs where you can show up and go in and cash stuff in, or have a personal bank or something like that, that would be awesome. And then have the world, have it be an open world where you had your own spot. That would be great. If they did that, I would never would have quit playing. But anyways, guys, I gotta go. Going out with the family. Seth, I've been around, buddy. I just been sitting. I've just been watching. I actually left all the art groups for a long time, and then I decided to come back. I left my previous job at Cisco. I worked somewhere else now. It's a lot better. I like Atlas the way it's set up, but I don't like the way the PvP part's set up. I like how the PvE. I might go play Atlas and do it in PvE just to fight computers. I'm considering doing that, and that's one of my things as well. I might live stream that on my YouTube channel. I've been working on my YouTube as well. That's one of the reasons why I haven't been here as well. But anyways, check me out on YouTube, everybody. Robert Laraco, type my name in. You can't miss me. I'm there. I do a lot of videos. I do opinions. I do unboxings. I do repair videos. I share all kinds of shit on YouTube. I don't have one genre. So anyways, I'm gonna get off here, and I'm gonna go out and do some shopping with the fams. We got to get a few things, and then I'll come back, and it's a good weekend. So you guys, please be safe. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families, and make sure you sanitize your hands. I'm going to come back, and you guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to make ARK great again. Yeah.